this glowing effect? This should be like standard. Oh my god, what the fuck? What? He knew I was gonna do that. I couldn't. Hey, what the? What the hell is this? Oh my god, I got obliterated. I got obliterated. Ah, invincible backdash. Obviously, he's got that as well. Why did he just chip me with that? What the fuck? Ow! Come on, dude. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go. Oh, no! He's actually got resurrection! Fuck my life.
You lose.
God damn it. Oh! A draw game through timeout?
Draw game.
I've never had that happen. What was that?
Like this. See him using that fierce as well because Blast has been just trying to walk into that low forward range. Oh my
wow, that overhead was insane.
okay.
Yeah, that's it. Yep, dead, just dead.
And the bring it home sign.
Okay, let's see if he knows. I think he doesn't know, so let's go with that. There we go. Oh! I just cannot consistently do the Denjin charge. I frequently do a jab if I do a Denjin charge. I don't know why. I'm gonna bait him with the Drive rush, throw. Oh, what? What? This is that's a joke. What?
Be able to pick up on and start finding some whip punishment.
Yeah, Jojo Taro is angry.
In the throw afterwards.
Damn, son. My bad.
Applying this pressure. Yeah, good job getting the parry up, or else that drive bar got disappeared. But it was tried the overhead. Knew he was gonna go for something like that.
Oh my God! No way!
It's like destiny. It's inevitable.
Indeed, man.
Charging.
Oh, he's just walking up to him.
Screen.
Oh wow, the delayed command grab.
There as Kobayan scoops him.
Yeah, Kobayan needed that, right? Not only to obviously relieve the pressure, but to gain some confidence in himself.
Nice.
And now, oh, this
Counter hit Link.
crumble.
Oh boy.
That as well, and Blaza is so good at identifying those.
I love this really weird string. I've never seen this combo before, and Blaz has done this twice so far. That's amazing. The way he... Oh my god, what? I can't believe what's going on. Oh my god, no!
You lose.
That was the worst game I've lost ever. What just happened? Oh my god, what just happened? Optimal. Oh, he gambled everything on that overhead. Wow. What a god to do that. Boy, oh boy.
They didn't recognize it at time or just didn't get the input out. Instead, Punk abuses
Yeah, I
it.
actually agree with Punk not spending any meter. He wouldn't have been able to kill, so it's better to keep the resources.
But now a very early drive rush crouch jab. And now this
Oh,
is gonna
damn,
be
this whiff
much more
punish.
damage going into
Come back?
possibly more pressure. It's going to be the throw that does get teched. Pounding him down is.
Oh my god, what was that?
Backing up a little bit now, just trying to make him come to him while he builds back that drive gauge above the 3-bar threshold now.
No.
The delay
No
of the
comeback.
dive gauge.
Oh, what? How many times has he caught me so far doing that? Not dead yet.
A lot of control here. Crimson able to parry there.
Oh, that should be it.
Actually completed the target.
Because checkmate here.
And Blas, he's gonna chip him.
No, what?
Crimson, he's got a chance here. He's gonna use level 1. He needs to find time to recover the drive gauge to avoid the chip out. He doesn't want to throw a fireball.
Oh, what?
DP didn't come out.
Oh, he's gonna land. He changes the drive reversal. No,
No, it's not gonna work.
one more guess.
Oh my God!
I can't believe it. Mr. Crimson somehow, some way, is still alive. And that was absolutely ridiculous.
Bro, what is...
All Blas had to do is do a DI. That was a checkmate scenario with DI. No way Blas made a mistake like that.
He is in winner's side, of course.
Oh my.
Oh, what?
He knows.
Yeah, I don't know about this pick, dog.
Neutral once again.
Wow, that was an interesting punish. Is that guaranteed?
Real quick with the driver's jab, and now...
Shot with these perfect parries on these fireball strings. Blaz needs to look out for that. To the corner.
Yeah, I'm shocked that crouching fear is punished. But that looked really, really like a knowledge check from Blas.
In that time, though, we still got the knockdown. Lashar. Nice and safe. No, continuing to drive rush in. Oh, almost got the whip punch.
Ooh, clutch
The
tech.
drive rush cancel, thought it was gonna happen.
Oh, he can kill here. He can. Oh, what?
Wait, so at least he didn't waste the bar, but that is a huge drop from Blaz. That was dead. That was game 5.
It was.
And now Lashar back on tournament point.
What am I doing? He actually got that comeback. You gotta be shitting me. And we got a double perfect off of that. There we go. That's a good one. Oh, yes! It's not good enough. I needed one more. Nah, I should not have level 3. I made the exact right choice. It would not have killed because I started the combo with the eye. You guys, I'll show you. Okay, it would not have killed. I frequently used to make this mistake. It's CA. What do you mean it's CA? Do you think it just magically kills every time just because it's CA? I guarantee he was dead. Let's see. If you have any doubts, don't spend it in this position. Because spending it pretty much guarantees you lose the match. Because look at his drive gauge here, okay? So if he barely survives, it's a disaster. Here, I have Oki. If he chooses the wrong option, I guaranteed win. I didn't win that, but at least I went into the last round with the full bar, which did enable me to get me the victory. So I'm going to be choosing this option every single time in this position. But it's not going to kill. Let's check. Nah. Look, even if it does kill in that spot, if on average, look, you're not gonna ever be 100% right on the call here, okay? So if you have any doubt, just go for the Oki in that spot and choose one more gamble. If you're right on the gamble, you win. And if you happen to lose, so what? At least you go into the last round with full resources. Yep. Good to see you all. Welcome to the stream on this wonderful, what is it, Tuesday? I think it is Tuesday. Yep, it is. We're having a good time. Sorry for the late stream. Wasn't really doable any earlier. I even hope the stream is running fine. There's been many complaints lately, especially on YouTube, regarding buffering issues. But even on Twitch, some people have been complaining. I noticed that some of the settings that I had were a bit unusual, to say the least. So I changed that, and I'm hoping this is actually going to be helping with the buffering issue. If you're watching on Twitch or YouTube, let me know if you notice any differences. If it runs fine, or if you don't notice anything wrong, well, that's the optimal case, right? But in any case, especially those who, well, have been complaining, let me know if you notice any improvement. So yeah, Prez Gita, good to see you. We have Alip Titio, Laith Abdel Jaber 8235. What's up? Kanjis that I cannot read, aka wait, where is it? I could have sworn I saw earlier. Funko, I see you. That's you. Good to see you, my man, on YouTube. We have Nick Rapolis. What's up? Jimmy lives to fight again another day. Oh, that was in regards to one of the shorts, right? Dusty, how's it going? Paul the Truth. Good to see you, Axeman. Yes. Funko zu Saishin. What does that even mean? Anyways, as you can see, we're compiling shaders, okay? I wish I could avoid that, but we're compiling shaders right now. I'm very hesitant on like upgrading my GPU drivers, specifically because I know that this doesn't work properly, this feature, and I know that I have to deal with lag for any animation that has not been seen after the GPU drivers got updated. So yeah, expect some laggy experiences after this one. The game is taking long to boot because I have the compilation of shaders active, and that one gets triggered specifically when you upgrade your GPU drivers. My GPU drivers at this point were older than a year. Okay, so I've been running on pretty old drivers, to be honest. Yo, Tyler, good to see you on YouTube, my man. Happy you enjoy what I do. Good to see you, dude. Raul, what's up? Good evening to you. A late start today? Yep, a late start. I have a question, big man. Did you have any interactions prior or after your matches with your fellow contestants at Capcom Cup 9? How was Mena RD? I mean, of course. My main problem at Capcom Cup 9 was really I was sick most of the time. I was actually in my hotel room throwing up most of the time I was at Capcom Cup, okay? I've talked about this. That was one of my major gripes with the experiences, like with the experience. Capcom was actually great. I did appreciate, well, the way things were run, I was happy with. Let's just put it this way. But I also... I don't put out any names there, but I guess my expectation for people is really low most of the time. I mean, in that year, I was at Capcom Cup, right? And I was also at Street Fighter League, both events obviously hosted by Capcom. I was happy with both events, how they were run. But I know, like, with Street Fighter League, people constantly complained about the food, for example. Like, it was so bad it's impossible to eat, stuff like that. And I heavily disagreed. I thought everything was fine, honestly. It was really, like, I don't know, like, I feel like some of the players, I don't know if they're, like, so used to, like, going to restaurants where you're, like 5-star restaurants, if that's like your expectation that every meal is going to be a 5-star restaurant. By the way, we did go with Capcom to a couple of really good restaurants as well, and we had really amazing food, but that was not all the time. And I found it odd that that was the expectation for some people, but whatever. To get back to the question, how was Mena RD? I did have a good conversation with Mena RD specifically, and back, like, that was right before he won Capcom Cup 9, and we talked, and he said that he feels like he's like the opposite of me, and I found that quite interesting. He said that he tried streaming and he tried content creation, but it really didn't feel right for him. It wasn't the thing that he wanted to do. So he said, unlike me, Menardi felt like when he goes to a tournament, if he doesn't win the tournament, he feels like his livelihood is on the line, you know? For me, that's not actually the case, right? I mean, obviously, if I win Capcom Cup, that's going to boost my business and everything. But at the same time, it's not the thing that I earn money with primarily, right? So it's not that big of a deal if I don't win Capcom Cup. I mean, just qualifying for Capcom Cup obviously, like, lets you know, okay, this is not a channel with casual gameplay, right? and that's really good enough for a channel that I want to run. And that was quite interesting, having a conversation with Mena RD about that. In general, my impression of Mena was very positive, but with really everybody I really had contact with, you know. Big Bird, I felt particularly bad for Big Bird because I know he took it really hard for him to not qualify out of the group stages. I had good conversations with Big Bird as well. But yeah, I mean, did Capcom pay for your travel to Capcom Cup 9? Yes, they did. No, they paid for the flight to Capcom Cup, and they also paid for the hotel room. And I can tell you the hotel room were unbelievably expensive. Okay? Like, look, I met a random guy at Capcom Cup who was a fan of my YouTube channel, but he was at the hotel room for a completely Street Fighter unrelated reason. And there was like some dancing competition or something like that that was going on there, or like some kind of dance course that he was a part of. And he just happened to be in the same hotel room as the players for Street Fighter. So I talked to that guy, and he told me that he was actually quite surprised that Capcom paid for the hotel, because the daily stay at that hotel was insanely expensive. And we stayed like 9 days, 9 nights or something like that. So yeah, crazy. Capcom did not pay for all of the expenses, by the way. They did have like a shuttle from the airport to the hotel, and from the hotel to the venue. But obviously anything outside the official stuff, you had to pay for it yourself. And also that kind of included meals, just so you know. If you want to get breakfast, for example, that you have to pay for that yourself. You didn't... I mean, breakfast was at the hotel, but it was not for free. That was not actually covered by Capcom. I thought that was a bit weird, considering like how much cost they actually paid for the just like staying at the hotel. So that was like cost that you have to definitely pay attention to when you're flying there. But yeah, the flight and the stay at the hotel. So basically, like at the venue for Capcom Cup, you had one proper, like you had one main dish effectively per day that was covered by Capcom. But yeah, the rest of that, I think, I guess you could say that's like one of the, let's say, red flags that you can call Capcom out for. That, like, I'm trying to picture, like, imagine you're like a 15-year-old, or like, okay, maybe not 50, but let's say you're like, okay, just, you're like a college student, okay, and you qualify for Capcom Cup. And now all of a sudden you fly there, okay, the hotel and everything's covered, but then you do go there and you do have some expenses that Capcom is not covering, right? And let's say you're not really prepared for that. And I can tell you that students don't generally have a lot of money. So I can imagine that can be an issue for some. Did you see the end? I wonder how long you have to stay relevant before a sponsor drops you. I think when it comes to sponsorships, it almost seems like it doesn't really matter how well you're doing. Sponsorships in general seem to happen, like really big ones that are sustainable. Let's just call them sustainable. They're not really sustainable. There are like companies there. I'm almost certain most companies are not turning any kind of profit in the esports scene. So I think for the most part, they're like passion projects, if anything. Can you do the new rank Ryu color? Oh yeah, I'll do that. Really pissed off. Skynugget makes me pissed off every time, you know? I gotta do something about that. Yo, Ahmed, what's up? You win CPT yet? Yep, just today I got it. Oh no, I just built it. I just built level 3. For some reason, I was confident I was not going to build that. My bad. Oh, that's going to hurt. Not KC, thank you so much for the 30 months. I very much appreciate it, my man. Really? You're gonna block that? That's fine. Really? I got a solar plexus? It was actually not safe. Okay, let me fix the audio. The audio is all messed up. You can't do a single update on OBS without messing up everything apparently. Oh no, never mind. The audio is actually fine. What was that? Damn. I asked this question a few days ago. How many more seasons of DLC characters would we get for Street Fighter 6? Which characters do you think will make the return, and why hasn't Cody been mentioned? You want to see Cody? To be honest, I think the entire process of Street Fighter 6 DLC is completely unpredictable at the moment. Okay? And I mainly think the main problem is there doesn't seem to be an active development team for Street Fighter 6 at the moment. So judging where we're going to be in a couple of years, it's very hard to say. Apparently Capcom is okay with giving Street Fighter 6 the absolute bare minimum of support for us to really not call the game feature complete, okay? Like, we're so close at this point from calling this game, well, a game like that. It seems like the game just doesn't have any kind of DLC or active development happening. So yeah, we're as close to that scenario as possible. So how many more DLC seasons we're going to be getting? It's hard to predict. I don't see a great future for Street Fighter 6. Not because it's not selling well. It's just that Capcom seems to have given up on the development of the game.
Real win. Round one. Fight.
Oh, Shan, good to see you. This guy's so easy. He's gonna lose now. Just because I have a habit of jinxing myself doesn't mean I'm actually jinxing myself. The recent video they made explained how divided they are at Capcom. Balance patch after the next major. They don't want to ruin any tournaments. Wait, did they actually announce when the next balance patch is going to come? And what do they mean by they don't want to ruin any tournaments? They have already completely failed in this regard, because the best moment for them to make adjustments is exactly right after Capcom Cup, or maybe even better, at the same day as the finals day of Capcom Cup. The moment you have your announcement for what is next, like the moment when you're like celebrating the winner of Capcom Cup, of any Capcom Cup, at the same time there should be a balance patch rolling out on Steam. Okay, that's how I see it. And if you don't do that, then like, really, can you really claim that you're like, oh no, we can't ever balance the game because there's always going to be a next major coming up? How does that make any sense? Yeah, I don't think Capcom is gonna do a balance patch after March. They're probably gonna do one before March, but that just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Like, why would you do a balance patch right before the tournament that people qualified for, that they are playing for to win $1 million? How screwed are you gonna be if you qualified with Mai, putting a lot of effort into her, and then right before Capcom Cup, they're just going to nerf her to the ground? Does that make any sense? Wouldn't you want the people who qualify for Capcom Cup to play the same version of the game that they qualified for? Am I crazy to suggest that's how it should be run? I don't get it. I just don't get it. If you're gonna make pro players choose characters and give them, like, they have a year to qualify for Capcom Cup, and then they do it, they decided on a character, and then right before Capcom Cup, you're gonna screw them over by changing the balance? I think that's crazy. No, I think it's actually a lazy excuse. Like, you're telling me that the development, like there seems to be such a massive disconnect at the moment between what Capcom is officially saying and what they actually do. It's kind of like when you're like in an abusive relationship. Not that I am in one. I actually have a great relationship with my wife. But you know those guys, you know those stories online where people are like, oh yeah, we're so happy, and then like they get into an argument like every week. They fight all the time, and then they cry, they break up, and like in a day later, oh yeah, we got back together, everything is so great, it's totally different from last time. Yeah, no, you have a problem, okay? Like, if what you're saying and what you're doing, like if there's a massive discrepancy, okay, at some point nobody's going to take you seriously. And I feel like we're kind of at that point with Capcom where I just don't trust anything that they say. I can't trust because what they say and what they're doing is completely different. Or even worse, sometimes they're blatantly lying to our faces. Like, just keep in mind, guys, the official statement from Capcom regarding DLC is we cannot have DLC costumes because a handful of DLC costumes takes years to develop. Years, okay? Just keep in mind, the last major costume that we got for any of the characters was in December of 2023, okay? Just let that sink in for a second. It's almost been 2 years since we've seen a costume for the game. Isn't that insane? Like, where's outfit 4? Where's outfit 8 by now? crazy. Yeah, swimsuits, but the swimsuits, even the swimsuits. Look, outfit 3. Wait a minute, outfit 3, was that even released for all the characters yet? Swimsuit costumes, fair enough. Do I even have the swimsuit costume for Chun-Li? God, I think I need to buy that. Wait, what is actually the... Nah, I gotta look it up. Costume, okay. Okay, no, okay, never mind. Capcom did make some outfit 4s, okay? But look at this. It's only for a handful of characters. At least they got the correct characters. That's a good thing, right? So they got Chun-Li. Who cares about Aki? Jury. I think the Jury one is absolutely hideous, but okay, whatever. Wait, it's the most expensive one? Jesus Christ. What? Anyways, they got Chun-Li and Cammy swimsuit outfits, okay? Kimberly, who the fuck cares? And the rest, who the fuck cares? Whatever. But at least they got Chun-Li and Cammy, you know? But that's it. That's it. It's not even a costume that is accessible for any character. It's just a handful of additional characters that happened after Outfit 3. So technically, we are 2 years in, almost 2 years in, when they last updated the entire cast with outfits, okay? Outfit 3 was officially the last time all of the characters got an outfit. Yeah, I'm going through this right now. The new DLC characters don't even have Outfit 3. Let that one sink in. They don't even have outfits for the new characters because they can't afford to develop they don't have the development team for that. They don't have that. No, December of 2023 was the last time we saw a real update to the costumes. That was the only time Capcom decided to give us a costume for every character. And ever since, we only got a handful of costumes here and there, but not for the entire cast. Can't wait for you to blame Monster Hunter again for no reason. There is a reason why I blame Monster Hunter, and I don't blame Monster Hunter. It's just that Capcom decided to develop everything in-house. And that's clearly a problem for them. They clearly can't accomplish that. So, what do you mean by for no reason? The head of the fighting game division is the producer of Monster Hunter. What do you think is happening to the Street Fighter development team when Monster Hunter needs developers? Monster Hunter is just way more important for Capcom than Street Fighter. So obviously when they were developing Monster Hunter Wilds, and we know they were running late on that, by the way, and the game launched with a lot of massive problems, you know what happened to the Street Fighter team, okay? It's not like this is some kind of conspiracy theory. If I'm the producer of Monster Hunter, and I'm also the head of the fighting game division, and my most lucrative title that I'm currently working on is in trouble, guess what I'm going to be doing? Like, that's not far-fetched at all. It's obviously how Capcom is going to be doing that. All tinfoil. No, guys. No, you're right. Nah, Capcom just really hates money. Nah, you're right. I'm a crazy conspiracy theorist with my suggestion that putting everything on the RE engine and having to develop everything in-house as a result is a major problem for Capcom. Crazy conspiracy theory from me. I know. What's way more likely is Capcom really hates money. So that's why they're not developing any content. Guys, that must be it. I'm such an idiot. If only I would listen to my audience more frequently, you know? Corner trap, exactly. You need people with engine experience. So you actually need people who are comfortable developing for the RE engine. Guess who's comfortable developing for that? The in-house developers. You cannot outsource that easily. Casual Birdie, what's your suggestion? What do you suggest is happening? I mean, obviously we're all just speculating, right? Jimmy, check your YouTube site. Is anybody else on YouTube in buffering hell? They're focusing on Avatar and World Tour and Battle Hub for content. Okay, so Big Joe, you're saying that they cannot afford to make more money by giving us 5 more Chun-Li costumes? Why not? Why was that possible with Street Fighter 5? Why is it now not possible to make money? Yo, Frieza J's finest. Good to see you, my man. Because they had Sony on deck. What do you mean by they had Sony on deck? We know that a lot of the development for Street Fighter 5 was outsourced. And now they can't do that, or they're not doing that. As far as we know, Capcom is not outsourcing any kind of work for Street Fighter 6. But I mean, if there are any other claims that I should be, I should know about, definitely let me know. It's buffering at 144p. I can't see any issues with the stream though on YouTube. Give me a second. Yo, Oni Akuma, what's up? And Janai, of course. Elena's release was potentially delayed to line up with the Switch 2 launch. That's an old story by now. Okay, that's fair enough, but it really doesn't explain any other thing that happened with Street Fighter 6 so far. It's the only time ever that we're like, at least when it comes to modern Street Fighter, that we're not getting any major changes or updates for the game in such a long time. We have Street Fighter 4 and 5 have not had a delay in content for this long. Street Fighter, Super Street Fighter 4 launched, what, a year after the vanilla Street Fighter 4, and added like what, a whole bunch of new characters to the roster. Street Fighter 5 took 2 years to do that, to to officially launch with like arcade edition and then have new game mechanics and everything, you know. But we did get that, and maybe even more importantly, even without the massive drop in characters, like we had a constant flow of DLC costumes and like stuff happening for the game. In Street Fighter 6 feels like it's just the same game since launch, and just very, very minor changes, and it really makes you think, like, what's going on? Why is there no development happening? I mean, clearly there's no development happening. Give me a second, guys. I'm trying to figure out if there's an actual issue with the stream or not. Supposedly, my settings are not... Like, I changed the settings mid-stream, but I'm not sure if they're actually applied without restarting the stream. Okay, no, never mind. Okay, so apparently the changes that I did to OBS aren't really helping, okay? Starting tomorrow, we'll see if there's going to be any significant change. So yeah, maybe, Ahmed, maybe you're actually having trouble watching the stream because of that. Let me know tomorrow if it's any better than that, okay? I don't think that Capcom's having some kind of big core problem. I genuinely believe that the restructuring and like being independent of the like Unreal Engine and putting everything in-house is just causing a lot of trouble because the Capcom simply doesn't have the development team to keep up with the demand. Jimmy, when is your next match? Well, I'm happy to announce that I'm playing the next match right now.
Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight.
has been falling minutes behind because of buffering. Come on, interesting. As I said, I really hope by tomorrow it's going to be a little bit different, okay? This guy's actually really, really good with the neutral game. Jimmy, last time I saw your match against Semi, then I went offline. Is there any other matches or you're out for the Capcom Cup? Oh, Janahi, yeah. I mean, here's the bracket, okay? Just so you see. I did a full analysis. I'm gonna post it to YouTube probably today or tomorrow. But yeah, I lost to Chico afterwards. Unfortunately, because I was only in the bottom 4 of the top 8, I had to start from loser's bracket right away. That's one of the rules. This is basically it, okay? I started the Capcom, like the regional finals from loser side. I beat Semi, but then I lost 3-0 to Chico. I just couldn't handle his Mai. So yeah, that was a rip for me. Railgun actually made a really, really interesting run for grand finals, which I find interesting. I think the winners finals set, by the way, that was probably the deciding factor who's gonna go to Capcom Cup, because Jan made it to grand finals and then had to face Railgun instead of Random. So yeah, that's basically what happened.
A new warrior has entered the ring!
Luffy, wow, Luffy, I've not seen Luffy in a while.
Round 2. Fight!
Damn.
Ryu wins! Round 1. Fight!
Inshallah, next time, yeah, Janahi. I'm just happy. I'm clearly making progress. You know, the last 2 years I wasn't even able to make it to the top 8, and now I genuinely had a chance to qualify for Capcom Cup. You know, I think that's a good improvement and an important step in the right direction. God damn it. Okay, Luffy. Really was not afraid there. Crazy. That's a disaster. I really tried to anti-air that. Okay, good comeback from him. Junior, what advice would you give to a new fighting game player? I started about 6 months ago with Street Fighter 6 and already reached Master, but ever since I got to this rank, I keep losing and dropping down. This by design, Frank. This is what Capcom expects you to do when you reach Master rank. The baseline is basically 1500 MR, but once you reach Master rank for the first time, you're not actually at 1500 MR. You're gonna stabilize like what, maybe at 14 or 1300 MR. and then you have to actually earn the 1500 MR before you can stabilize there. So yeah, that's totally normal. If you've only been playing for 6 months, then you're actually doing really well. You're not doing poorly at all. Just gotta remember, there's nothing really special about Master Rank. It's just that if you want to keep improving, you gotta keep doing what you did to get there. You gotta keep making less mistakes. So you gotta work on your offense, your defense, your strategy. Most commonly, what I really see on, let's say, diamond level and early Master Rank, there's so much potential for you to still improve, but most importantly, what you maybe, if you want to get like a real boost, first of all, you need to have the playtime to be comfortable, not just thinking about your, let's say, your autopilot, like doing this combo that you always do when you get an opening. You need to have like the mental capacity to think about what is the opponent's approach and what is the right way to deal with it. That comes with time, and that's really the major difference between lower rank players and pro players. Okay, it's just that you gotta understand what the opponent's strategy is. Wow, great lag. No! Oh, what a disaster. It doesn't really matter if you're playing on modern or classic. In fact, it's easier to play this style of really understanding what the opponent is doing and countering that with, like, on modern. Oh, I could have killed you. Why does Sagat buttons look slow AF, and when you think it's going to whiff punish the button, he clips you? It's actually not that slow, and also the range of Sagat is insane. That must have been a really, really odd mistake. Does that normally combo? Oh damn. Look at such a big punish. I was thinking too much about the DI. Which one of these wonderful ladies do you prefer? Chun-Li, Mai, Juri, or Cammy? How would you rank them, and what would be your criteria for ranking each of them? It's hard to say. They're effectively different types of women, and I guess it really depends. It's just subjective preference, right? It's just preference. I think they're all great. Let's say I had to choose one of them, okay? Who would I choose? I don't know what's going on with this guy, but this guy is, I don't know, maybe he's seeing more frames than I do on his RTX 9090. What am I playing? My for sure. I think it'd have to be my, I guess, yeah. Can't go wrong with either of them. This guy's amazing. A real gun player. It's not a Ken player. This is a Ken enjoyer, okay? How is this guy at this MR? Just forcing his way in there. It's actually not that bad of a strategy. I interrupted too early. RTX 9090. Boy, oh boy. What's with YouTube chat today? I'm new to fighting games. I really enjoy it, but my only problem is the female characters are making me horny sometimes, like Cammy. Any solution to this? Thank you. I mean, this is why it's called Street Fighter, okay? It's like, this is why they also call Street Fighter the most competitive out of any of the fighting games, because playing with one hand constantly is very difficult. I mean, I got really good at it, but I still struggle with it, okay? So yeah, I think we've not just only been there, we always are fighting that fight. This is why they call it Street Fighter. Okay, that's the main fight that we all fight. Why do you think Jimmy has no hand cam? Exactly. Guys, I'd easily win Capcom Cup if I was ever actually able to use both of my hands.
Here comes a new challenger. Round one. Fight.
Really?
Round two. Fight.
No, couldn't decide what to do there. Fancy Viper.
Viper wins. Round one. Fight.
Yuri Pecha Yuri Chicho Yuri Halborn Yuri Pepe Smoke Yuri Magsmith.
Man, playing footsies is just so silly. Yuri, thank you so much for the continuous support. God, I need that experience. Jimmy, be wary. There's some godlike DJ player on the Polish flag playing now with 50 win streak. Don't know who that is. He must be better than me. Wait, what? Wait, how does that make any sense? Yuri Europe. First the 7 months, tier 1, but now you resubbed again with a tier 3 sub? Wait, how does that even work? My man, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I think you're like one of 2 or 3 people with a tier 3 sub on this channel. Very much appreciated, my man. Magic. When I play against Akame, I get distracted a lot and lose most of the time. Her belly is so perfect, I can't focus. I know. I understand. I totally understand, my man. And there's really no solution. Abdullah Khalid pretending like he's not horny. Yeah. He's like, oh, you're also weird gooning for like I think Mai is ugly. When her tits bounce, I'm disgusted. I'd rather respect women. Oh God, you guys. Is that too offensive? Am I triggering people? It's always me who gets bullied here. Wait, what? I'm pretty sure I'm the one getting mostly bullied, okay? Dude, my man, I'm losing because of you. What did I do? Sorry. Dude, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs, my man. Okay, I didn't lose. We're all good.
Ryu wins. Round 1. Fight.
Not Cam the Cypher. Really have the balls to do that. Okay, I'm genuinely pissed off about that, okay? You'll see how pissed off I actually am in this next match. To be continued.
JP wins. Round 1. Fight.
Oh, really? I wasn't...
Round 2.
Fuck my life. Are you pissed off yet?
Here comes a new challenger.
Fair and honest character. By the way, once again, like Yuri Europe with the 5 gifted subs, Hot Grip, Diego Lego, a Dramatic Tie, Abelboxe, and Iron Baphomet. Enjoy your gifted subs. If I had drive rushed in, I would have gotten the kill. Wow, that was fantastic. Was not the fast one. No, I messed up the anti-air. Oh boy.
Round one. Fight.
Got him good. Wow, the lag on this one. Leo, what's up? OMG, who are you? I'm the MDZ Bim Bams. That's what they call me, right? Zingo, we'll see about 2K today. Ready for the next Evo France? I hope so, yeah. I hope I can participate next year, you know?
Here comes a new challenger. Round one. Fight. Round 2.
No, it does not do more damage than double hard kick, but they're basically the same. Pretty much the same. Okay, at least I had to spend level 3 on that one. Do I think Street Fighter Pro players should be able to physically perform one of the moves of their characters? No. Why would I think that's a requirement?
Ryu wins. Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight.
There we go. Not doing too poorly here. I like that. Not that bad.
Ryu wins.
Yo, Nori Soul, what's up? Rashid players must do a spinning mixer to qualify. Oh man. You guys have interesting ideas, that's for sure. Overlord, let's go.
Round 1. Fight.
No. Will we have Christmas community tournament? Oh, we definitely will. Yeah. We'll probably have a tournament before Christmas as well, so there are going to be multiple ones for sure. What a crazy autocorrect. Oh boy. Okay, back to Ultimate Master. Oh, Mena is one of the best players. Like, he's one of the GOATs of Street Fighter at this point. He solidified himself. He's the only one who won Capcom Cup twice. Like, obviously, he's got legend status at this point. In EVO Las Vegas 2025, Mena RD did a stare down with Kakarot for the final. It was supposed to be serious, but I thought it was hilarious. Would you angrily stare down your competitor as well? Look, you have to look at it from this perspective. If you're going to make it your profession to play in tournaments, then you have to have stories. If you don't have a story to tell, then you're just not marketable. You're like, you can create those stories, you know, and that's what this really is. Six wins versus 8 wins. Who's gonna win?
Round 2. Fight.
What a mistake for me.
Round 2. Fight.
He dashed into a demon. That was the setup. That was actually unbelievable. I was looking for the overhead and he somehow delayed it to the absolute max.
Akuma win. Round 1. Fight.
forward hard punch. Okay.
Round 2. Fight.
Really? I made a huge mistake. I wanted to burn him out, but I somehow messed up the cancel. And that's actually going to cost me the set. I did a hard punch into a medium Hasho, and the medium Hasho didn't come out. So for the purpose of story and marketability, would give your opponent the death stare. I didn't say I would do that. I said that's the strategy that was chosen in that specific moment. There are many other strategies that were used throughout the history of Street Fighter, where a major or a memeable entrance to a tournament. I think most notably CEO does these entrances, right? Would I do something similar? I'm pretty bad with cheesy stuff, okay? And in general, I don't think I'm a great player to have as like a tournament player when it comes to a sponsorship kind of thing. I try to go to a tournament with as little flashiness as possible, I guess. But yeah, that's a genuine strategy that you should think about when you're thinking about, hey, how do you present yourself to the public? What story do you want to tell? How do you want people to remember you? And if no storyline comes up, then that's a fail, you know? The crazy part is, even if it's in a negative context, people will still remember you. Like Sanford, for example, breaking his stick against God, the Mentos meme. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. God, what's his name? It's been so long, I forgot. The Able player. You guys know. Stuff like that. That is memorable, you know?
Here comes a new challenger.
Rico Suave, thank you so much. Dante. And Nick as well. MDZ Stream Snapper. Let's go. Guys, I'm sure that's not a stream sniper. By the way, Kadram, thank you so much for the 28 months earlier. Appreciate it. This will hurt. This will hurt.
Round 2. Fight.
Let her rip.
Real win. Round 1. Fight.
Think I'm afraid? You think I'm scared? This guy's like, okay, I'm gonna finally go for the SPD. He's been blocking too much. Yeah, bad choice, my man. Yeah, no. Oh, really? I didn't survive that. I thought I could take that. Ah, I knew that was coming. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Getting borsted, guys. Somehow I didn't get the didn't charge, but that's okay, I guess.
Ryu wins.
Jimmy gaining today. Yep, bro might be a little upset over that one. He might be, yeah. Oh, Skynugget, let's go. How has Skynugget been losing that much? Look at his MR. What? Where's my cross cut? Everything is okay, Raul. I always got those sandbags under my eyes. Actually getting a lot more sleep in lately. I mean, last night was kind of rough, to be fair. My daughter is getting sick. Medium wake up, crazy.
Luke Round one. Fight.
Well, what is that? Okay. Okay.
Ryu wins. Round one. Fight.
Sorry, Mann, aber ich war beschäftigt mit dem kleinen Gamer. Mit welchem kleinen Gamer? Mein Sohn? Nein, du darfst nur mit dem Stream beschäftigt sein. Could have killed him earlier. Is there a Veterans Day in Germany? Let me think about it. I don't think so. Wouldn't it be weird to celebrate a day? Wait, has Germany ever won a war? I'm just kidding, by the way. But genuinely, I'm trying to think of a Veterans Day in Germany. And I don't think we have that. Definitely not a major holiday or something like that in Germany. Okay, Boss, ich entschuldige mich für mein Verhalten. Genau so muss das sein, jawohl. GG's, Jimmy. Yeah, Overlord. You're still as bad as you were 2 years ago. Facts. That's not supposed to be what you're saying. That's not the response I was looking for. North Princess, what's up? Good to see you. The Miu one, what's up? Yeah, Jimmy. Seit 2025 gibt es in Deutschland einen jährlichen nationalen Veteranentag, der jedes Jahr am 15. Juni begangen wird. Moment, also seit diesem Jahr? Wait, so Germany started a Veterans Day in this year, in 2025. June 15th is Veterans Day. Like, my wife yesterday said that, like, yesterday supposedly it was Singles Day. And I was like, what the hell is Singles Day? And I want to be really honest. I think the amount of days that we have is getting kind of out of hand, okay? Kind of crazy, okay? You don't have to celebrate literally existing. What about Black Hair Day? If I have black hair, do I get a special day for that?
Here comes a new challenger.
I think there's definitely merit to having like Veterans Day. We want to honor the people who are literally sacrificing themselves for their country. So I understand that, and I think that's actually not that bad. It's just that, like, there comes a point where it's like, really? Like, how many days are you gonna introduce or invent? National Donuts Day. Now that's a day I'd support. Just did it again, okay. Street Fighter Day for anyone enjoying Street Fighter. Damn. DP Day. That's not very. Really gotta specify that. As this tune's so epic. It is. Skills theme.
Ryu wins.
Gotta say though, I'm getting pretty good at Street Fighter, alright. Next year is gonna be even better. I'm really looking forward to the qualification next year. I think I'll be able to shock a lot of people. No. He anti-aired me with that? You gotta be shitting me. No. What a disaster. No Ryu player so far has won Capcom Cup, but I mean, there haven't really been many chances to win Capcom Cup as of yet, right? We have JP and Jury winning Capcom Cup so far. Damn, that was great, perfect parry. Actually getting pretty close to Legend MR now. Why do people keep quitting after playing my Kimberly? I'm only silver 8000. Are you a smurf? I guess especially on low level, Kimberly players are rare, so people feel more threatened by something that they don't know. I guess this is a human trait in general. So maybe that's why, or maybe you don't have enough perspective. Do you know if the players also quit after, like, when you're playing any other character? Jimmy, have you ever beaten Contra on one life? It's been a while since I've played Contra, to be honest, so I'm not sure. How hard is it to learn and master Street Fighter 6? I'm planning to buy it and I'm a newbie. Well, what do you mean by master? Melody, good to see you. I'd say Street Fighter 6 is, well, approximately the same difficulty to master compared to any other human competition, let's say. There's like this rule of thumb where people are like, okay, if you want to be a master at something, you gotta spend approximately 10,000 hours into playing something, right? Something like that. It's not really quite as extreme. You don't really have to spend 10,000 hours to win Capcom Cup, but you do have to spend well beyond 1,000 hours of playtime if you wanna get even close to competitive play. Let's just put it this way. And I think it's a similar value to really anything. Like, just choose anything that you can do in life, even sports, not just video games. Any sport, you have to spend approximately the same amount of time there to get really good at that. Really anything. And that's because the bottleneck is usually not the games that you're playing, it's really the human competition. The curve, the difficulty curve is not decided by the thing that you're doing, but the humans that you're competing against. Definitely also depends on how you practice. I mean, I'm just giving like an estimation, you know. Obviously you can spend 5,000 hours and still not be great at the game, or you can spend 500 hours and be already very high level. Both are possible, but I think the problem comes often in the form of people starting something, underestimating the difficulty, then deciding, well, this is not the game for me, you know? When in reality, they just don't want to spend the time, which is a fair thing to admit to anyways. It's, you don't have to go in and be like, hey, I want to buy this game and I want to do competitive gaming. Okay? How about you buy the game and just enjoy it, you know? Like, there are a couple of things that you'll have to learn early on to have a positive experience and to actually beat some players. But you know, you can totally spend 100 hours and be like, hey, I bought a video game, you're supposed to enjoy it, right? And if you're actually having fun in the game, if you're having fun exploring combos, if you're having fun, well, getting better at it, well, then you can really make the decision, hey, do I want to spend the next 1,000 hours perfecting my craft, yes or no? I think that's really how you should look at it. You shouldn't be like, oh, I have to do competitive play here. I think actually that's the main reason why a lot of people quit, because they underestimate how long it actually takes, and they get frustrated when they realize how much work you actually have to do in order to get there. And then they get really discouraged, you know? In any case, guys, that's actually going to be it for today. I really hope next stream I can finally get rid of this issue that I've been having with the stream having like these interruptions. I really hope I can work on that. Okay, let's see who's streaming. Oh, we have Dual Kevin. Let's go. Let's host Dual Kevin. Dual Kevin is qualified for Capcom Cup, right? Thank you, bro. That was some awesome advice. I found your channel and I started liking watching fighting games. Melody, I'm happy I got you into that. Or I hope that's a positive experience for you. So yeah, Melody, obviously, if you're looking for advice whether you should get Street Fighter or not, I mean, I'm pretty much the most biased person that you can talk to, right? I started this as a hobby and I turned this into a profession even That's how much I like Street Fighter. I really like this. But not everybody's gonna look at Street Fighter the way I do. So definitely, I'd say the game is definitely worth the money. And I think a lot of people agree on that. So get the game, have fun with it, and see how much time you actually want to spend on it, you know? When I turned pro, never really turned pro. Like, what do you mean by pro? I mean, in 2015, I went to EVO for the first time, and I got out of my bracket in winner's side, and I even ended up beating Itabashi Zangief. I was the one putting him in loser's bracket on the second winner's side pool. So that I've been playing competitive Street Fighter for well over 10 years at this point, you know? But I've never really, like, I never turned that, like, the competitive side into my profession. Really, when did I really become a streamer? I guess you could say in 2019, that's when I started doing it full time. But yeah, pro is a really vague term. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna send you guys over to Dual Kevin. I really hope you're gonna be having fun. I'll be back tomorrow, and let's get that legend rank tomorrow. How about that? Okay, Rogar, definitely. Like, I hope you don't forget about it. Sure, we'll talk tomorrow. So guys, have fun at Dual Kevin's stream, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully.